Good morning, all. So today's class is going to be on Ansible. Okay. So basically, Ansible is a configuration management tool, but it can even do many more things. Let's see what are the things Ansible can do. Okay. So this is going to be the agenda for this Ansible tool. Okay. Initially, we are going to see what is Ansible, and then we will get to know why we need Ansible, and then we'll be seeing what is configuration management, what is configuration management and how Ansible is used to do this configuration management system. And then let's see the Ansible architecture, how this Ansible architecture works. And then what should we learn? Actually, why should we learn Ansible? There are many tools which are equivalent to Ansible. In that case, why should we go for Ansible? Let us see that, and then we can jump into hands-on. We will install an Ansible in the Ubuntu server, and then we are going to do some basic experiments today. Okay, and then we will see what is Ansible master slave setup, and then we will work on some Ansible Haddock command, and then we will start writing Ansible playbooks. Okay, Ansible playbooks, it's a kind of we cannot say it is a scripting, it's a kind of language, very simple language which is written in plain English, where you will give instruction, where you will be giving instruction to Ansible what to do on the slave nodes. Okay, at the end the session will be ending with Ansible roles, but I hope today we will not go till Ansible role. Maybe we will try up to doing Ansible Haddock commands. Got it? So initially, before going to Ansible, what is Ansible? I want to give you an exposure about an ticket booking architecture. So you might have booked your cinema tickets many times, right, in your life. Maybe you booking the cinema tickets in a Book My Show, or else you may be directly going to Inox website and booking, or else AGS website you may be booking. There are many application available in the market to book the cinema tickets. Okay, have you ever wondered how it is working in the background? Right, you may be using mobile phones, or else you may be directly going to the website using a laptop, or else you may be using a tablet to book a ticket. Your device may vary, right? But like you will be getting into some, you will be using any one of this like device, and then you will be trying to book the ticket. Let us see in a background how exactly this particular application works. So I'm taking this particular example, that is the ticket booking architecture example, to show to throw some light on this. Okay, there are many other applications in the market. Let us take this example. So initially, as I already told, you may be accessing the application with mobile app, like from the mobile, or else you may be using the website even from the mobile, or else from the laptop, or else again you may be using the mobile web. From mobile you may be accessing the website. Okay, there is a many chance where the customer will be interacting with the application. Once you interacted with the application, what will you get? You will be getting the home page, and then you will be selecting, you will be searching, or else you will be dragging down, and you will be selecting for the particular cinema that you are looking for today or tomorrow, right? If you are looking for tomorrow, you will maybe you will be typing for that particular movie. Let us take the example of this recently released movie Mom Annan. You are, maybe you can search for Mom Annan. After searching Mom Annan, what you will do, you will click that particular post. You will go inside, you will be saying how many tickets you want, and then it will show you a whole lot of, it will show the complete cinema theater screens, right? So the booked screens will be shown in maybe green color, unbooked screens they may be shown in some other color, or else already sold out will be shown in some gray color. So depending upon this you are booking, at last you are getting a confirmation, like after selecting, you will go to the payment gateway, right? You will be selecting any either maybe online booking, that is online banking, or else card payment, or else any kind of this Google Pay or GPay you may be using, right? Once after that, you will be getting a confirmation message from the application saying that your ticket is booked for this seat, right? So let us try to know what is happening in the background. Initially when you are hitting, it is going to the load balance. So many people, they may be trying to book the ticket, right? Maybe 100, 200, 300, we don't know, sometimes even one or two. So depending upon the crowd, depending upon the network traffic, this load balancer, it will balance the people and then it will send to API gateway services. Usually it is called as gateway. Gateway, it is an actually a virtual platform which is built over a physical device where it will check whether this particular IP, because the application does not know so you are Bindu or Nirmal or so on. So it is detecting you from your IP address, right? If you are like doing from your mobile this kind of booking, you will get a certain kind of IP address. Maybe if you are doing from laptop, you will get maybe certain other kind of IP address. So it will be checking whether this particular IP address, it is a normal, it is a good IP address, or else it is a malicious one. If it is something malicious one, if it is harm to the application, if it is feeling as per the like information given by given to the gateway in the previous kind of activity, so it will try to block you, or else it will try to get through the application. Usually we will not get that kind of experience. Usually we will be getting through. So meaning is that our IP will not be like blacklisted. If your particular IP is blacklisted in the application, the this actually this gateway, it will not allow to get through. Got it? So after going into, you are having different servers. It is a different kind of applications. See, listing API is there, cinema seat layout API is there, seat selection API is there, payment API is there, communication API is there. So this all this kind of application will be hosted on different servers. Got it? So even during our Docker class, we created one small application and we hosted on one kind of container, right? Well, actually, we hosted on Ubuntu container. In similar way, all this kind of applications will be hosted on either container. Most probably on today's scenario, it will be hosted on different containers. So containers will be hosted on obviously on a server, right? So based on this, you will be maybe, as I already told, you will be first of all listing the cinemas, and then you will be selecting the seat, and then you will be actually this seat. This is seat layout. After from the seat layout, you will select the seat, and then you will go to payment, and then communication. Communication is you are receiving some kind of mail, or else you are receiving some kind of phone messages, text messages, or else some kind of WhatsApp messages. These kind of things are happening, right? At the same time background, what it is happening, this is called as cache means it is a kind of short term memory that the application will have. Okay, at the same time you have some kind of database as well. What this database will do, you have booked the ticket, the application has given you the message as well saying that you have booked the ticket, but from the theater end they need some kind of log as well, right, to know that you have booked the ticket. So all your details will be stored in the database in a means of a table. Okay, so once it is saved, there may be a chance you might have faced in your you might have faced already. You might have went like last week, you might have went to AJ cinemas for seeing one of the movie. After 10 days you may get a promotional message from AJS, right? There is a chance. Usually we will get it. It's a kind of promotional message. So how they are sending that promotional message? Because they have your database. So all your data will be taken back in this kind of thing, and then this is back office booking. Back office booking management system means sometimes you may be feeling that today there is a chance you went via a cinema theater and suddenly you felt that why can't we see a cinema and then go back home. So you will go there and directly will get a ticket. So if to get the ticket directly, meaning is that there is also in a counter you can see one guy will be sitting, he will be printing ticket for you, right? That is called as a back office management system. So that is internally linked to the application, it is not externally. So this, since the person who is accessing the application, he is internally accessing the application, so there is no need that he should come in the regular lineup, where there is no that he should come via this all these checks. Okay, since it is internally used, they are giving access to him internally to the application. Got it? Now you understood how this a basic architecture is working, right? Any questions, both of you? Okay. Mm. Yeah, I will come to that later. Okay, now you understood this, right? How the generally an application is actually working. Okay, so what we have like our intention of this explaining this is that, see, actually, an application to perform, to launch an application, you need many devices. Got it right? You need many servers, many databases. You need network routers. Okay, but you need all this kind of servers and network routers and gateways, load balancers, kind of thing, and databases. Who will maintain all this? Even this server need to be updated, right? When time progresses, this server need to be updated. At the same time, if you want to make any kind of file changes and changes to the server, somebody need to do this, right? At the same time, if you want to install any particular kind of software, let us assume this all this application, whatever application we are seeing, all this application are hosted in the server, and that in that particular server, it is all this application is running on Apache to web services, let us assume. So there is a new version of Apache in the market, so we need to upgrade, right? At the same time, there is a configuration file. It is there. You want to update, you want to make certain changes to the configuration file. Maybe you want to add a line, or else you want to delete a line, and you want to do this in all the servers. So somebody needs to do all these kind of things, right? So there is many kind of configuration management system that needs to be performed in the server level. The same time, there is many kind of automation that needs to be taken place in the server level. So all this cannot be done by the humans, because if you want to do this by a human, it will take lot of resources. You need many person to log into the server. See, let us assume there is one, two, three, four, five applications are there. So these applications are hosted on different servers. If the load increases, okay, in case of AWS, what will happen is the auto scaling. There is a process called auto scaling. Immediately, the number of servers also it will increase. So if there is 1,000 servers behind this, in case of IRCTC and all, definitely they will have more than hundreds and thousand servers. It is not possible for an human resource, or else you should deploy many engineers in for that particular project to log into the server in personal, and then to upgrade the system, or else to make any kind of changes. Okay, even though if they are making any kind of changes, it is not sure that all the changes made in all the system they are similar. There is a chance, always there is a chance there will be a human error. Like you, I may be telling you, go to this particular location, change this particular directory's permission as 755, but you may be by mistake you may be giving 744. There is a chance. So if you do that, the complete application will break down. Okay, so to do this all kind of configuration management and server management system and kind of IT automation, we are using Ansible. Got it? Just to explain this only, I told all this story to give you a kind of understanding. Got it? So let's move to next slide. So what is Ansible? So Ansible is, it is a popular open source cloud provisioning, configuration, management and deployment software package used for automation in IT industry, written in Python. So what they are trying to say is that Ansible, it is a open source tool. Open source tool means it is coming for no cost. You can directly go to the website and you can download the package, and you can either it is a Windows machine, or else a Linux machine, or else in this case maybe any kind of any flavor of operating server, you can install the Ansible and you can start using it. And basically Ansible is written in Python. So you are not going to write script in Python to use Ansible, but Ansible itself, it is developed in Python language. This tool is developed with Python language. It is developed by Michael Dehan. This is the guy who developed this tool, and it has been acquired by Red Hat in 2015. You know Red Hat, right? Red Hat is an organization who develops many kind of software. Like you are using Ubuntu, RHEL servers, and all this kind of Debian, and many flavors of operating system, right? These flavors of operating systems are basically created by Red Hat. This is a very big company in the market. So it has been acquired by Red Hat. So this guy Michael Dehan, he sold out the Ansible tool to Red Hat. So once Red Hat got the tool, Red Hat made that tool as an open source. Okay, so let us see in the right side this diagram what are the different ways Ansible, what are the aspects of Ansible. So it is, as I said initially, it is an open source. Since it is an open source, there is many more contribution to this tool. That is why this tool stands number one in the market. And then it is a configuration management tool. Already we explained, right, what is configuration management. And it is even used for deployment software or else deployment of application. So already we have seen in Docker, we installed Docker, we created a Docker file as an automation, and then manually only we build the Docker file, right? So let us assume you want to do this in at least 20 servers. You need to log into each and every server, and you need to perform all these steps one by one, right? So it may take you around something around maybe one day, because you should take a break in between. So it will take around one day to complete in 10 servers. But with Ansible, you can do just in 5 minutes. 5 minutes also, it is a bit longer. So already Ansible setup is there. Already there is a playbook is there. If you just trigger the playbook, it will deploy the application in all the server in fraction of second. See, if Ansible is taking 2 minutes to deploy a application in one server, if you ask Ansible to deploy the application 1,000 servers as well, it will take same 2 minutes only. Got it? If there is no kind of dependency, so that kind of fatality this Ansible is having. And then it is used to streamline IT automation. Automation is many kind of automation. Server level automation you can do, network level automation you can do, VM level of automation you can do. So all the people who are on the IT, they are tend to use Ansible. It is applicable. It can do varieties of things. Okay, and then it is user friendly. Why? Because it is user friendly means it is very simple architecture Ansible is using. At the same time, you are writing, actually you should write a code for an Ansible in a YAML language. So it does not looks like C++ or Java or else a Python kind of thing. It is a simple English language. You are just, it will be similar to looking, not similar, mostly similar to looking like a Docker file. So Docker file, you will not say it as an code, right? You will not call it as a programming language. In similar way also, Ansible is it is in also, that is why we are saying it is user friendly. Got it? So next, what are the aspects of Ansible? So these are some more details like I thought I can give to you. Maybe it may be helping you somewhere. So it is founded in 2012. So, and it is acquired by Red Hat in 2015. So what you understand? So Michael Dehan, he launched Ansible in 2012, and it is having high demand. I will show you. I will show you real-time example how it is having a high demand. And Ansible requires Python. Since it is written in Python, so if you want the Ansible to be running in any of the server, it is a prerequisite that Python should be also installed in that particular server. Got it? And then system management automation platform. This is already we haven't seen. Software management automation platform. It can manage software automation. It can manage system automation as well. Using Ansible, you can make, you can create servers from AWS directly without without like going into the Ansible console and logging in personally. You can do certain kind of automations are possible. And then it is used for IT workflows as well. And then this particular slide speaks about configuration management using Ansible. So just we can give a reading. Configuration management is a process of handling changes to the system. So all kind of maybe changes. Software upgrade means it is a change. Installing a new software means it is a change. Okay, at the same time removing a software means also it is a change. Or else you want to copy a a certain kind of file to the certain kind of location, it is also a change, right? If you actually even create a single file, it may be an empty file as well, it is a kind of change to the server, right? So all these changes, kind of changes, can be done with configuration management. You configuration management using Ansible. Okay, so just we can have a look on this first definition as well. It may be helping you to answer some interview questions. Ansible is a modern configuration management tool that facilitates the task of setting up and maintaining remote servers with a minimalized architectural design. Got it? And then we can see what are the things Ansible can do. It can do IT configuration management. It can be done. You can do deployments, as I already told. You can do orchestration of tooling is also it's possible. It can it is like software development life cycle. It is a part of software development life cycle. Usually Ansible is used in the software development life cycle. It is used in continuous deployment. In continuous deployment stage, Ansible is the one tool which is used to deploy the application in containers or else directly to the VM machine, whatever may be the case. At the same time, it is even used for configuration management. Just we can read out this definition. It may be useful to us. Ansible software is an open source IT configuration management, deployment, and orchestration tool which automates software development lifecycle. Okay, whatever actually I explained, it has been given in a definition form. So all this kind of things, anyhow, I will share with you, right? So you may be forgetting what I told. So when you read all this definition, you will like it may strike you. It may be striking you. So what are the advantages? It is having lot of advantages. Okay, so I have listed out some very like famous and unique kind of advantages. So it is simplicity. Simplicity means the architecture itself very simple. So you are going to use the YAML language only. That is also very easy. That is why we are saying it's a simple, and even it is a lightweight kind of software. It will not space. It will not like consume much of space in your in your server. Okay, it is agentless. What does mean by agentless? Anybody? Nirmal? What does mean by agentless? Mm-hmm. No, no, you are like your intention is right, but exactly it is not the case. Agent means usually these kind of tools will be set up based on master slaves concept. One server will be a master server, and then all other servers will be as a slave server. So from master server we will give the instruction. So this instruction will be executed in all the slave servers. So there can be one master, there can be thousand slaves as well. It's possible. So we are saying agentless, meaning is that usually in this kind of setup, whatever tools we are going to see hereafter, maybe Ansible. Okay, in Docker also we will see Docker concepts are there. If you go to Swarm setup, there is a concept of master slave setup is there. Jenkins also it is working on master slave setup. Kubernetes also it is working on master slave setup. Okay, most of the this kind of tools they are in master slave setup. Okay, what will happen means in master node you need to install Ansible. For some other kind of tools, what they will do means in slave nodes they will install the agent. Okay, from the master node you will give the instruction. So from the slave node this agents which is already installed, it will receive the input which you are giving from the master, and then it will execute in the slave. But in Ansible we don't have anything called agent in the slave nodes. Only thing is you need to install Ansible only in the master node. In slave node there is a no need to install any kind of agents. So that is a benefit of Ansible. Okay, and then it's easy for orchestration. Orchestration means connection between the servers, right? Master and slave setup. This is very easy. I will show you. Anyhow, we are going to see that as well. Security. It's a highly secured. Okay, Ansible is following high integrity in an IT industry. It is highly secure. I have not heard any case saying that Ansible node is getting compromised because of security attack or something like that. Because since it is now it is with the Red Hat, So most of the servers in the market, people who like using, they are from Red Hat. So they are always making sure that Ansible is incompatible with OS. So it is highly secure. And flexibility. Flexibility means, see, now there is one master node, and let us assume there is three slave node. So you want another three more slave node to be added to the cluster. You can do very easy. It's very much flexible. There is no need that you should go and install this and that. Easily you can add it. We can see all those things how it is, like how we are going to do, and it's very efficient. This tool has never failed. It's such a kind of tool. It never fails, and it's very efficient as well, and easy deployable. Yeah, it's very much easy to deploy because there is many factors. Easy in the sense, it is going seamlessly from the software end. You can take that is also easy. At the same time, easy in the sense, it is easy for you to even write a YAML playbook. Okay, at the same time it can do very big task, just in a matter of time. At the same time, just giving a very minimal kind of input, it can do. Got it? That is why. And then we were seeing about Ansible, right? So in configuration management tool available in the market, what is the current configuration management tools available in the market? These are the famous tools available in the market. First one is Chef. This is also configuration management and automation tool. And then Puppet. People used to call it Puppet, and the full name is Puppet Labs. And then CF Engine, and then Salt Stack, and then Ansible. You might have heard all these names, right, Nirmal? Maybe going to some interview. People maybe, whether you have seen any JD without any one of this tool, any one of this tool, definitely it will be there. Any one. Yeah, Chef, Puppet, Ansible will be there. Ansible. Okay, so this is a thing. So let us see. We have seen all this, right? So let us see, why should we learn Ansible? Chef is there, Puppet is there, CF Engine is there. But for your information, all these tools you should buy from the market if you want to use. Maybe if you are using for learning purpose, it's okay. If you want to use it for enterprise level, you should buy it. Chef, Puppet, CF Engine, or else Salt Stack, you should buy it. But Ansible, it is an open source tool. Okay, that is a one different. And for all these tools, you should install an agent in the slave as well. Actually, I have used myself personally. I have used Puppet. I have used Ansible along with that. So I felt Ansible is a very efficient tool, because when you are using many tools, and if you are using similar tools, like more than one or tool for a similar kind of work, then you will feel the difference, right? So what is kind of difference it is having? So I felt myself personally, Ansible is a very efficient tool comparing to Puppet, because you need to do lot of things for an to attach a slave to a cluster. But Ansible, you can do just like that, just to copying the um, um, SSH publicly in the slave. Immediately you can attach the cluster. And another thing is, you want to actually you need to add the particular IP of the slave in the Ansible inventory. Only by doing these two small steps, you can add any number of slaves to the cluster. Got it? So let us see, why should we learn Ansible? Guys, this is a live data. I took maybe 4 5 days before. Okay. See, Google Trends, right? You can also check it out in Google Trend. Just you give all this versus Ansible, Puppet, Salt Stack. This is a Chef software and CF engine. You can see Ansible is a top. It is used in the market. Got it? So how they are taking this kind of trend is that usually it is taken by number of downloads. So I checked on number of downloads. So if you check on number of download for Ansible is more. Number of downloads are more means what they're trying to say. Number of people who are using are more, right? So it's a very kind of if you know Ansible, and if you know some kind of Linux, you can get a job. We- By actually, even I have heard from some of the people saying you need coding, you need Python, this and that. If you at least you don't know all those things, it's fine. You should know Ansible. Then you can convince the interviewer saying that I can do all this kind of automation by Ansible. Okay, you will easily, it is easy to crack an interview. Got it? And then who are the top organization using Ansible? You should know, right? Here I want to explain your case study. You know about NASA, right? So if NASA is using something, maybe some other, maybe in that case, any product, you believe that product should be a great product, right? It should be a kind of stable or integrated product. Then only NASA can use, right? Because they are launching rockets to the space. They are space science related organization, right? So one of the example is that the Ansible is used by NASA before 7 to 8 years before. Okay. After that only this Ansible got trended in the market as well. So it looks like NASA they were having more than 30 application which is running in premises. In premises meaning is that they are having their own data centers. And all this application has been hosted in the data center. After this kind of cloud technology came into the market, what NASA felt is that they felt to switch to AWS. So they want some kind of tool which is a very kind of fail-proof tool to migrate all their application from in-premises, that is their own data center, to AWS. So they used Ansible for that. So they used Ansible and then they successfully actually migrated all those things. And even nowadays they are using Ansible for all kind of configuration management tools. Even before Ansible, looks like they were using some like in-made tools. Some tools were made inside NASA for their own purpose and they were using. Okay. Other than that, you can see many other companies like RHEL is using. You can see like many kind of Docker, VMware is using, Azure is using, like the Git is using, Puppet is using. Even if you take kind of monitoring what to say monitoring tools, I will take the example of ELK, Elasticsearch. It's a popular tool in the market, but all the Elasticsearch tools, the Elasticsearch tool is there, right? All the configuration file of Elasticsearch tool will be written in YAML. So meaning is that backend Ansible has been used for the tool to function. Got it? So that like many tools, it will like many people are using Ansible in that manner. And then so different use cases of Ansible. It is used in version control kind of tools. It is used for secret management, infrastructure management, feedback. Feedback means chats are there, right? Many chats, Slack is there, hip chat is there, like this people are using in the background for the tool to function. Containerization we are using, build and test we are using, and operating systems they are using. So like that many kind of different use cases for Ansibles are there. And then like we can see how Ansible works. Got it? Ansible can remotely provision, deploy, and configure applications and operating systems using SSH as it performs remote tasks. Ansible automation process using YAML configuration file. Ansible playbook list tasks which may run sequence or simultaneously, and SSH is used to access them remotely. Just to give a reading on that, let me explain. See, usually there is two kind of servers will be there in Ansible. You can call it as master and slave. Got it? So this you can call it as master Ansible this node, and this is called as slaves. Or else you can call it as managed node and controlled node. This is a managed node. Which node is managing all other node, it is called as managed node, and the node which is controlled by other node, it is called as controlled node. Okay, so maybe usually throughout this course I will be using the terminology as master and slave, so that is easy, right? You will not get anything confused. So how the servers are connected? Usually in this Ansible master node, Ansible should be installed and Python should be installed. So once you install Ansible, so it has the Python package inbuilt within the Ansible package. So all the dependencies of Ansible will be installed. Point number one. And then in the slave nodes, you need to install Python. If at all if it is a new Ubuntu server or else RHEL server, just if you upgrade the server to the latest, automatic already the Python will be there. So you no need to install. But the requirement is that a Python should be installed in the slave node. And then in the Ansible node, you have a file called /etc/ansible/host. Under the host file, you there is a section that host file is called as inventory. Inventory means this master node, it will have the details of all the slave nodes. Details means it will have the IP address, public IP address. Okay. After doing this, you should add all the public IP address of the slave nodes to the master node. Once after doing this, what you should do means you should create an SSH certificate in the Ansible node, like as we did in a Git session. Do you remember SSH-keygen? So we generated a SSH certificate. Now after creating the SSH certificate, we should copy the public key from the Ansible node, and then we should paste the public key in the slave nodes. Once after doing this, uh, a connection will be established with from Ansible master node to slave node. That's it. It's very simple, right? So this Ansible node, what it will do means it will try to get the slave status, or how many slaves are there, in which slave it should execute the task that you are giving. So it will take it from the inventory, and then what task it need to perform, whether it want to create a file, or else it want to copy a file from master node to slave node, or else it want to copy a package, or else it want to install a package, or else it want to deploy a Docker container. All this kind of instruction you should give inside Ansible playbook. So Ansible playbook, it is written in YAML language. YAML means yet another markup language. That is a full form. Okay. It is a markup language. So you should give an instruction. So we will see in the class in maybe in next class, maybe or else end of today's class, we will see how to write an Ansible playbook. Okay. So you will give an instruction like how we wrote Docker file, right? Similar way, we will be giving instruction what are the things need to be done. So once we execute this playbook, it will be implemented in all the slave nodes. Got it? This is a kind of architecture for Ansible master and slave. Any doubts? Got it. Bindu? Okay. So and then there is a architecture. Let's see the Ansible architecture. The before slide talks about the master slave architecture. Let us see the Ansible architecture, how Ansible is working usually. So this is a playbook, we are writing a playbook, and then a user, yeah, usually it cannot run by you can actually schedule the playbook, but if at all you are scheduling, you can scheduling the playbook for to run at 5 o'clock in the morning, or else if a person is running in the 5 o'clock in the morning, let us take an example. Immediately if you run the playbook, what this playbook will do means it will take the instruction from the inventory will be having all the details of the slave node. Okay. And then if at all there is many Ansible plugins, so whatever instruction you will be like you have given, it will check for the particular plugins and modules. Modules means Ansible playbook internally it is having many modules. See, let us let us take an example. You want to copy a certain kind of let us take the example of Apache http http.conf file is there. It's a configuration file. You want to copy this configuration file from master node to all the slave nodes because you have made certain changes in the configuration file in the master node, and you want to establish these changes in all the required slave nodes. Okay. So to do this in the playbook, you want to write a module. It is called as copy module. Copy. Simply forwards. This copy, if you give this copy module and then if you give the source and destination, it will copy the file to all the servers. So this module is written in Python language. So you no need to worry about this thing, how it is written. It is written in Python language. Even if you want to contribute anything, if you want to write your own module also, you can write. That is also possible in the Ansible. Okay. So it will pick up all this and then it will implement it in the host. Okay. Got it? This is how internally the Ansible architecture works in the background. Because you will be writing a playbook, and then you will be running the playbook. If you hit enter, everything like whatever change you are asking, it will be implemented in slave. But in the back end, what is happening? That is what this slave, actually this particular slide explains. Got it? So now what we can do is, let's work with Ansible. So what can we work? Initially we should install the setup, right? Then only we can work. So initially we will try to install the setup. So what is the prerequisite for an Ansible? So usually you need minimum two servers. One is master, one is slave. Okay. Or else you can create one master and two slaves. So in this example, what I'm going to do is, I will take one master and one slave. Okay, later on I will add another one more slave, and then I will show you. So you need to launch an instant, that is a master node in Ubuntu. You need to create a server for master node and another server for slave node, and then we should connect to the server and we should perform all this kind of steps. Got it? So I will go to AWS console. AWS management console. Just a minute, guys. I will come in a second. Okay, I'm back. So I'm audible, right? Okay, let me sign into the console. Thanks for confirming. I'll use my user. I'll give the password. Already have saved the password. Now I go to EC2 instance, running instance. I will say launch instance. So Ansible, Ansible master. Okay, this is our master node. I will select Ubuntu image key. I will say I will select Winslan, and then I'm going to launch the instance. One instance. Actually, we need two instances, right? So again, I will try to launch another one more instance. So this may be confusing to you. I will try to terminate these instances. Ansible slave. Okay. Same Ubuntu image, and then let's select key pair. Then it's I need only one server. I'll say launch instance. It is getting launched. Let's go to the console and have a look. So master is running, slave, it is in pending status. What I will go means I will go to putty. Putty is a client tool which will allow you to connect the instance. Okay, I will select the ppk file. It will be in downloads, I guess. It is here. Then I will say go to session, open, accept. What will be the username usually? You can see the username here. Go to search. Usually it should be EC2 hyphen user, right? EC2 hyphen user. The username is not correct. Actually, okay. Custom username is Ubuntu, I guess. So yeah, here also it's Ubuntu. There is putty. Actually, I think it went. Let me take the IP address again. For master, there's a public IP. We should see whether it's connected. So it's Ubuntu. Maybe we can try to connect directly. I will sort it out this later. As usual, we will be doing right. Straight away giving connect. So to make the difference between master and slave, just you should look here. Okay, here it is saying Ansible master, and here it is saying Ansible slave. Okay, I will be switching from one screen to another screen, but while switching, definitely I will be saying this master and this slave. Anyhow, you can also have a look. Okay, first what are the step needs to be done in master. Let us go to the PPT. Action to be performed on master node. What are the actions? Initially, we need to update the server. Sudo apt-get update, and then we should install something called software properties common. This kind of installations usually it is done in the Ubuntu servers before installing any other package. So whatever common properties of a software need to be there. It should be installed. After that, what we are going to do is we are going to update the Ansible repository. So to install a package, initially we need a repository, right? So the sudo add -apt repository -s update ppa ansible. So this will update the repository, and then at last sudo apt-get install ansible. If you give this, it is going to install an ansible package to you. Okay, I have all this command in my local as well. So what I will do means I will try to pick it up from here. Is that fine? Okay, so we should be in the master. Initially, we can update the system sudo apt-get update. Let us update the system. So meanwhile, we can update the slave node as well. Sudo apt-get update. So this is the only thing we need to do from the slave node, because usually Python will be already there. So we need no need to worry on that part. So in master, now I am in master. I have already updated the server. After updating, let me clear the screen. Second is I'm going to install software properties. I'm going to paste this command. Software sudo apt install software properties common. So I will give yes. Yes, I want to continue. So let this get installed. Yeah, it is done. Let us clear the screen. And then what is the next step? Next step is we need to add the Ansible repository. This is the command to add the Ansible repository. Guys, don't worry. All these commands I will give you. Okay. Just have a look how I am doing. I will hit enter to update the repositories. Yeah, this is also done. And then the last step to install Ansible is sudo apt-get install Ansible. I'm installing the Ansible. Yeah, it is asking whether to continue. Yes, I'm giving yes to continue. It is getting installed. It may take few seconds. So it is, you can see, right, Python 3 it is installing the screen. So as I told already, Python it's a dependency for Ansible. At the same time, Ansible is as a package, it is written in Python only. So it needs Python to run. In case of some other tool, maybe Jenkins, if you take the example of Jenkins, it needs Java to run because Jenkins is written in Java. Okay, we installed. Now let us give the command Ansible hyphen version. I have given WN. That is a problem. So it is saying this is the Ansible version 2.14.6 core. So we are seeing Ansible is installed. Same time Python is also installed. Python 3 is installed. Okay, and then it is giving you some kind of outputs. What is the configuration file for Ansible? It is saying /etc/Ansible ansible.conf. This is a configuration file. Configuration module search path. So I told, right, usually Ansible playbook we will be giving modules. Ansible is in the back end, it will pick up the module and then it will be executing the action whichever is mentioned by you. So all these modules will be kept under this particular path, this two path. Okay, and then Ansible Python module location. It is showing which is the location. Ansible collection location. All other kind of Ansible collections will be there, right? So all the collections will be here. Executable location, all the you will be in, like the you will be executing Ansible commands. So all these Ansible commands will be located here. That is what it's saying. Executable location. And then Python version it is saying. And then Jinja version. Oh, you will be you will be utilizing Jinja tool. Jinja 2 actually you will be using. I think here we will be using Jinja 3. In Jinja 3, when we are learning about Ansible roles. Okay, when you are implementing any kind of variables in the Ansible roles, you will be using Jinja 3. Okay, and then this is libraries YAML, all kind of whatever necessary Ansible libraries or YAML libraries are needed. It is already there. That is what it is saying. Library for YAML. YAML means this is this is how the it looks actually. This spelling for YAML, YAML. You should call it as YAML. So library of YAMLs are there means yes, it is there. It is saying true. Okay. Now the second step is what we should do means we should create an SSH key. Okay, SSH hyphen key gen. Hit enter. Then hit enter. Hit enter. Don't give anything or proceed. Now you go to .ssh. You can see keys. There are two keys. One is public key, another is a private key. So only for public key, we will be having an extension called .pub. For private key, you will not be having any extension. Simply, it will be like ID underscore RSC. You should understood. You can. It is a private key. So ID rsk.pub. Got it? Hit enter. This is a key. Copy this key. Go to the slave node where you should copy the public key in the slave node. Usually to create a such connection between two servers, in which location we will copy the public key. Nirmal, Usually in which location will be copying the private key? Please tell me. Hmm, forgot. Authorized keys. Usually here only we will be copying the message, right? To make a passwordless authentication. So now what we are doing is that the usually the Ansible user will be Ubuntu. Ubuntu will be the Ansible user. Okay. From master node to make any kind of action in the slave node, we need passwordless authentication from master to slave. That is why we are in the slave. Under this particular location, we are copying. Okay, got it. Copied. Now let's go to master and let us give the command ssh. Let me clear the screen before that. Ssh ubuntu at the rate. You should give the private key, like we should give the public key of the second machine, right? Slave to do the passwordless authentication. Hit enter. Initially, it will ask for fingerprint. Give yes. See, see. Initially, this is our IP address, right? 172.71.13.26. Now, what is our IP address? 172.31.15.28. 1582. What is the last type digit? 26. Here you can do 82. Meaning is that from master node we jumped to the slave node without giving any password, doing SSH. This is the slave node, right? What is the IP address of the slave node? Copy, check it. Hey, wait, man. It copied something else. I will copy here just for validating purpose. Both are same, right? Bindu, are you getting what is happening? Actually, we are doing SSH. That is meaning secure shell. SSH means secure shell. Maybe when we are learning a Linux class, I will try to explain you in a bit clear manner. Now, just you understand that, like we are logging in from one server to another server without any password. Because this Ansible master node, if at all it want to make any changes to the slave node, it needs the password of the slave node, right? Okay, so we are configuring passwordless authentication. So Ansible will be, in this case we are using Ubuntu user for Ansible. So Ansible will be using Ubuntu user to implement all the changes whichever you want to do, whichever you want to make the Ansible to do it in the slave nodes. Got it? That is why if I exit now, it will go to the original machine. Now this is our master. It is saying logged out, connection to this particular IP address is closed. So again, if you want to SSH to the server, you should say SSH Ubuntu and give this. Similar thing we did in the Git. Got it? Because we connected the server, that is a local repo, to the remote repo, that is to the GitHub account using SSH. So that whenever you are pushing any changes from the master branch to the local repo to remote repo, it is just going seamlessly without asking any password. So we did this passwordless authentication, right? Now similarly, we have done that. So that is a basic thing what we have done. Let's do a recap. So we have updated the machine, and then we installed software properties common, and then like we updated the Ansible repo, and then installed repo, and then generate the SSH key, and then we copied this SSH key. Got it? And then we pasted the SSH key in the slave node. This slide is also completed. We update the server already, and then we pasted the like id underscore rsa dot pub in this particular location. Till that, any doubt? You guys are clear, right? So now we are going to make certain changes in the master node. So whatever we have done so far, actually it went well. Now let's go to master. What we should do means sudo vi /etc /ansible host. This is the inventory file. Okay. To go to the last line of the file, just to give shift G will be in the last line. Now we should add an inventory, meaning is that we should add the slave node IP here. then the Ansible will understand, oh, this is our slave node. Okay, so master will understand this is our slave node. They have given you the various example how to add. See, we can see here all the example they have given. A collection of hosts belonging to the web server, meaning is that web server means it is a group node, group name. Okay, web server is a group name. Under web server they have given different server name, alpha.example.org. This is a DNS resolved name, as I told you already. And the server may usually the server will be having IP address. IP address. You can map that IP address to any kind of domain name. So it looks like they have already mapped in this example. So this alpha.example.org, this is a server, and then beta.example.org, this is also a server, and then another two IP address they are adding. You can add like this. So they are giving some example. Here there is a collection of database server in DB servers. For DB servers, the group name they have given DB servers. So similarly, in your company also, if you go, they might have segregated all kind of servers with different group names. So here I'm going to say, let us take here the example as production server. So I'm going to say prod in a short term, and then I'm going to say the first server name as server 1, and then this is the kind of variable I'm going to give Ansible underscore host equal to, you should give the public IP of a slave node. This is slave node, right? So slave node's public IP is public IP address. Copy this, go to the server, right click, paste. Just to validate this once, 13. So it should end up with 157.50. Okay, 157.50. So this is what we are saying is that we are having a group called prod. All the production servers we are putting in a single group, and then the server name according, if see, you no need to give the IP address. If you say server 1, then Ansible will understand server 1 means 13.233.157.50. Okay, so I'm saying server 1, and then I'm giving a variable called Ansible host. This is the Ansible host name, and then press escape colon wk, write and quit. You should do this with sudo only, because this particular file does not have the Ubuntu user to access. Okay, it will not have the privilege. You can see if I give /etc Ansible hostess, it is with root. Okay, this is with root. Bindu, you may not be understanding this, all this kind of user privileges and kind of permissions in Linux class. Let us take it next week. Okay, I will take the Linux class, then you will be mastering all this thing. Don't worry as of now. Okay, now, yeah, just keep it in mind. You are right. So we have made all this. Now what we are going to do is we are going to test the connectivity of Ansible. So there is a command Ansible, and then we should give the group name. Our group name is prod, right? Am I right? And then you should give minus m. Minus m means module. What module we are using? Ping module. You enter. It is saying ping equal to pong. What is ping? We are using nowadays, right? I will ping you later. I miss you. I will ping you. So what is that? Ping. What is mean by ping? Any one of you? Generally, in English, what is called as ping? Hmm. Texting. Texting means messaging. All right. What about you, Nirmal? What do you understand? You are doing a lot of pinging. Hmm. Yeah, you are right. Hmm. You are right, Nirmal. So ping means you are checking the connectivity, to put in a simple term. So if you are saying somebody I will ping you means I will see, I'm going to check whether you are available. Just that is a meaning actually. I'm going to ping you means just you are saying hi. If that guy is available, you will again say hi. Then you start some kind of XYZ kind of things, right? So that is the initial thing. Similar way, what we are doing to do is from Ansible. This is the command. Usually, this is called as command, and then prod means we are giving the group name. We have given the group name in the inventory, right? Just now. So we are given prod, and then -m flag is for module. We are going to use ping module. Okay, so all this kind of activity, whatever you are using in Ansible, it will be in form of modules. So you are saying ping module. Using ping module, you are checking whether this server is available. So Ansible is this is usually if you see any kind of like this kind of output anywhere in your project, you can easily say this output is from Ansible console. So it is saying server one, it is saying initially success, Ansible facts, it is saying it took the module from here, discovered the interruption Python something. You leave this point because it's in the background, it is taking the module from this particular library, and then it is changed fail because it did not actually it did not change anything, right? Did it change anything in the slave node? No, it did not change anything. Just it actually checked the connectivity. So it is saying ping equal to pong means done. I pinged, I got a response. This master is saying ping, slave is saying pong. So it is done. Got it? So like this, you can check a connectivity by many with many aspects in many ways. I can say Ansible server one. That is a server name we have given, right? Hyphen m. I can say ping. Now also it will work. It will say ping equal to pong. I will say Ansible. I will say localhost, or else I will say 127.0.0.1. Means if you are putting this IP in any one of the hosts, what it will take means it will take the server's own IP. We are there, actually we are in master node, right? So master node's public IP may be different. So this is a master node's public IP, but if you give 127.0.0.1 means that is a local IP. That is the IP of that own machine. It will take in that manner. Okay, that is called, usually it's called as local IP. And then I will say m, and I will say ping. Ping means I'm saying ping the master itself. Oh, I think not found command and oh sorry, Ansible. Spelling is wrong. It's my wrong. It's saying ping equal to pong. If I give a public IP Ansible, okay. If I give the public IP of the slave node, I will copy this. Go here, paste hyphen m ping. It could not match supplied host pattern, ignoring. It is not accepting because we have already configured in the inventory. So it is taking only the things which is already there in the inventory. So leave it. Whether the IP is correct. 13 1 double 2 double 3 157 50. Maybe leave it. Let us try by giving this. Let us give whether it will work. It is not. But already we have given this. It's not working. So this it will not work like this. Okay. So you should give only the name which we have given in the inventory. So inventory already we have defined the IP address, right? So I will say server one hyphen ping. Got it? So now what we have did, actually we have configured the master slave setup. Now the master slave setup is upon running. Okay. Now let's go to the slide. So we have did all this action to be performed on the master node, and at last we tested with the ping test as well from the master. It is successful. Now let us work on Ansible Haddock commands. What is Haddock commands? Before going to playbook. So playbook means you are going to like create a file, and you are going to give certain kind of instruction in the file, and you are going to execute that file. So whatever changes you are asking, that file is going through that file. Master node will pick up all the instructions, and then it will try to implement all the instructions in the slave node. Got it? But without writing a playbook in command line itself, you can execute many things. Got it? So those kind of things are called as haddock commands. Ansible haddock means instantly you can do certain things. No need to write a playbook. Many things you can achieve like this. So what is the syntax of this command? Means initially you should get a command. Now we executed one ping test, right? That is also one haddock command only. Okay, you no need to write a playbook to execute or else to check a connectivity between two servers. You can use a haddock commands. So initially the command starts, always it starts with the Ansible, that is a command, and then you should give a host group, whether you can give the host group or else you can give the individual server name as well. So we gave last time we have given as prod, or else we can give server one. That is the name of the server we have defined in the inventory. Both we can use, and then module. So module always starts with -m flag, -m, and then you should give the module. Last time we used ping module. If you want to execute any particular command, you can use shell module. Let us see. Can we see how to use that? See, Ansible, and then I'm saying the group name as prod -m, and then I'm saying shell. What command I want? I want to find the uptime. You may not be knowing what is uptime. Uptime means checking the servers, how long the server is up. Okay, since when the server is up, and what is the load average? How much load average means it consists of many things. How much capacity of CPU, RAM, memory, all this kind of all this kind of things, resources put together. It's called as load average. How much it is consuming. Just we are going to check it for the other server. That is the slave server. Give this. It is giving error. I think hyphen a. Now it will work. It is giving, say, what is it is up and running 27 minutes. It is saying something, right? Put the same command here. Up uptime. Because we are getting the output of this server only. Same, right? I will copy here and I will put there. You will not find any difference. Because from master node we are checking the certain aspects of slave node. This is what same, right? 27 minutes of two users, because when this command executed, so it got executed from the Ubuntu server end. So from master server, so you already one user is there. Now this master server, if it is executing another user, so it is saying two user, load average and everything it is showing. So now what I will do means same command, I will check the host name. So let us assume there is a slaves are there. We have only one slave. So easily we can log into the slave and we can find it out. Let us assume in this case you have 50 slaves. Okay, in 50 slaves, all the 50 slaves, you want to know the IP address of the slaves. How you can find out? Let me tell you. Ansible, and then I am saying the group name as prod, and then -m. So module is shell, and then -a. I am selling host name -i. Hit enter. This is the host name, right? 172.31.15.82, right? So if it is if now we are having only one server, it may be looking little bit not very grand. But if you are let us assume if you are having 50 servers, whether it's possible to log into all the servers and get the host name. If you want to get any, in this case, any details, see, I will tell you another command, df-h. This command, it will show all the mounted file system. Okay, it will show all the mounted file system in the server. Like this it will show. I want to check it out like this for another 10 servers, so I can do it from the master node itself. Ansible master node, here I can say df-h. It will pull out. Like this you will get for many servers. For only you are having one server, so it is saying server 1 detail. If you add another server, it will say server 2 details, server 3 details. Like that it will be keep on doing. Okay, maybe next class we can set up 3 or 4 slave nodes and we can do it. Okay, and then what we can do is we can see certain kind of ad hoc commands today. So what are the ad hoc commands? Let us see. Maybe I will extend the class for another 15-20 minutes. Don't mind it. Okay, is it okay for you? Yeah, okay. Nirmal, not okay. Okay. Hmm. Right. I'm checking whether you guys are there. So Ansible Haddock commands. We are going already. We have seen the command for ping command, uptime, and then we will see the command for how to see the memory of the other servers, and then physical memory, executing command as a root, like that. I'm having many command. We are going to execute one by one. So I'm in the master. What I will do means, so uptime we have already seen. There is a command called free-m. Actually, this will this will show the memory status of the server. How much total memory is there, how much used is there, how much free is there. So all this kind of things. Let us try to execute this command in the slave and try to get the output of the slave nodes. So Ansible prod, and then I'm saying -m. I can use both the way. I can say command, or else I can say shell as well. Both will work. Before we used shell module, right? Now let us try to use command module, and then I'm saying free -m. If I give this, this will give the output from the slave node. So this is the status of the slave node. Okay. Now what I will do means, so there are certain files actually. So those files can be viewed only by the root user. Okay. Let us assume I will put an example. You go to a bank. Okay. If you go to the bank, what are the places that you are allowed to go? You can go to that waiting hall. You can go to a counter. Maybe you can stand before the counter in line, and once your turn comes you can go near the counter. You can speak with the maybe the person who is there in the counter. Mostly there will be a bank clerk, right? And then you can go to the cashier counter when you want to receive your cash. At most you can go to the manager room, right? You can go to the manager room if at all, if you have any complaints, or else if you have any requests. Whether you can go to the vault, whether you will be allowed inside the vault in the bank. Huh? You know what is vault? Gajana, they used to say actually in Tamil. Vault. What is vault? Where all this bank cash will be kept. Whether all the customers are allowed inside the vault? Hmm? No, right? But sometimes you go into the vault. Why you go into the vault? Let us take an example. You are getting an access to a locker in a bank. You have an account, and you got a locker. You want to keep all your jewelries or else important documents in the bank. Then bank employee will come with you. You will have a ledger with you. You will sign something. You will give some statement. After giving that, you will keep your document, or else if at all already your document is there in the locker, you will take it out. So you does not have a same privilege of a bank manager, right? But sometimes if you want the privilege of a bank manager, like if you want to enter the vault, you are doing with some privilege. In the same way, certain command you can execute like this plainly without giving anything. Df-h, it will work. lsblk, it will work. Uptime, it will work. But for executing certain command, you need sudo privilege. Sudo means you are becoming as root. Root means root is the only user in the server which is having all the privilege. Okay, root can make the system, at the same time root can break the system. So to become a root, okay, to become a root, you are using sudo. Similar way, to cat certain file, certain kind of configuration files, you may not be able to do. Let us see /etc/ansible and then host. So it is having, even though we are having read permission, right? All are having read permission. So actually this is for the user, this is for group, this is for others. All are having read permission. So if I do vi, I can read, but I cannot write. It will give some kind of error. Let us see etc ansible host. If I enter, it will see. If I give I insert mode, immediately it is giving a warning. Warning 10. Warning. Changing a read only file. This is only read only file. You cannot change it. That is what it is saying. If I give uh, like escape, I will, like I'm going to come out of the particular file. Now I will execute the same command with sudo. It will not give any kind of error message because I am entering this file with sudo privilege. I am entering this file as a root privilege. Got it? So in similar manner, in Haddock, Ansible Haddock commands also, we can execute the command with sudo privilege. Okay, how to do that? Let us see. Let us see. So I'm going to execute the command Ansible, and then I am saying it is an which group, production group, and then I'm saying -m and shell module. I need to execute certain command. You can use command or else shell module. Both will work. -a. -a means that is any options. Whatever options you want to use in the particular module, you can use only after giving -a. And then cat, I'm saying to class stat/etc/host, this particular host, and then I'm saying pipe means pass this command output, and then grep means find, search for something called local host. Got it? And I'm saying -v -k, capital K. What is -b? -b means become. Become means become as a root. And what is -k? Once you become a root, just ask me for a password for security purpose. Hit enter. It will say become a root. I want to become a root. Who is asking this? Ansible user. Here the Ansible user is Ubuntu. Ubuntu is asking us, I want to become a root. Can you please give me the password? Since we have not set the password, just give enter. It's an empty password. Enter. It will give you the output. It is saying local host means this is an IP 127.0.0.1. Got it? Understood, guys? This concept become concept, pseudo concept, because it's very important. You need to understand the concept. Then only while writing playbook, you will be knowing why you are doing this. Okay. Mm. Now what I will do means I will create a file mkdir. I will say test. This is a directory name. Okay. The similar directory, I want this directory here as well in the slave node. So what I will do means pwd, this is a location. If I give ll, I have something called test directory. Like now also you can check here pwd. You are also in the same location slave node. You don't have anything called test directory, right? So let us create this using Ansible command. Okay, I will say Ansible and the group name prod, and then I will say -m module. The module to create a directory is file module, and then -a is for options. I'm saying the destination. What is the destination? In which destination you need to create the directory? Destination is /home/ubuntu, and then the file name should be the directory name should be test. And then what privileges it should have? Mode means what mode of I'm saying it should have 775. And then what should be the owner of the file? I'm saying the owner of the file should be Ubuntu. Got it? Everything clear? So Ansible, and then I'm giving the group name -m module is file module, and then options in the mod. Usually for to give the options, the module should use -a flag, and then destination. I am saying this is the destination I should create, and module. We are giving the permission ownership. Hit enter. Eh, It is giving error. Okay, sorry, I have forgotten one thing. You should give state equal to present. Present means create. Got it? You should not give present. You should give directory. You should create what? You should create a directory. So you should say um, state equal to directory. Got it. Hit enter. Also, it's not working. Let me check the command. What mistake we are making? Actually, I will give all this to you. Don't worry. So it should work. Okay. They are putting everything in a single mode. Let us copy this. Try to execute. Paste. But we should. It should not be new directory. For us, it should be test, right? Test mode owner group state directory. Okay. Hit enter. What mistake we made? We did not give this braces, right? What is the difference between this command and the previous command? Everything is looking good, but we did not put all this thing from destination to directory because many strings are there, so it created a confusion. So we should put this within the code. So it is saying server one change. So usually before, when we give the ping test, you might have seen -m ping. If I give ping, it will display the output in green color. Now it displayed the output in yellow color. Can you find any difference why it is so? Why the color is different? Did anything is striking to you guys, Nirmal or Bindu? Hmm? See, usually before the before command actually it did not make any change. Just it check the just it check the connectivity. But now it has made a change. It has created a directory. That is why it is showing in yellow color. If you go here in the slave node and give LL, you can see a directory called test 755 formation created by Ansible. Okay, so I am saying I don't want this particular directory. I want to remove this directory in all this maybe 50 servers, something like that. Give absent, state equal to absent. If you hit enter, again it will show in yellow color because it changed something. Before some directory was there, now it is not there. Test is there, not there. It removed. Anyhow, we want this, so I will say I want to create this. I will create this again. And now what I'm planning to do is I'm planning to copy some file from this particular server to slave server. So I will go to test directory. I will say echo file. Actually, this echo command, what it will do means this is a content. I'm saying this is the test file from Ansible, and I'm saying this is a file name, file one. So if you cat this, it will this echo command, whatever we have given within the codes, it will add the content to the file. If you give file one, you can see, right? In similar way, I'm going to create another file. I will say Ansible file 2, something like that. So I have created two files. Now I will try to copy this file to the slave nodes. I will say Ansible, okay, and then the group is prod, and then the module name is copy module, okay, and then we want to give the option A and then source src. What is the source? I'm saying /etc, sorry, /home /ubuntu /test. So whatever is inside the test, I want to copy it, okay, to the destination. Where destination? Same place. Home. This is actually destination means in the slave node. Home Ubuntu. I should copy it to inside test. Got it? Any doubt? Links are looking good, right? Home Ubuntu test. Hit enter. So it is giving some error. Let us see. Uh, mm, mm, mm. An unexpected occur during a task execution to To see the full track break, use hyphen a error. If you are using a module and expect the file to exist on the remote, uh, src option cannot find or access. Okay. Spelling is wrong, man. What, man? You are not even checking. Ubuntu. I'm getting confused. While I'm typing, first I'm typing you and then I'm typing you. Now it is correct, right? It's the path. It executed. So these are the files, right? File 1, file 2. Go to the slave node. Go to test LL. These are the files, right? Cat the files and see for the content. Check for a content. These are the contents, right? These are the content, right? Okay. And this is called as copy module in our command. So now we have seen how to copy and how to create a directory. Next, what I will do means, what I'm going to do means, usually whenever we are going to install any kind of package, we will go into that particular server and then we will be executing certain command. Usually to install Docker, what is the command, Nirmal? Sudo install. Rethink again. Yeah, what is the command in Ubuntu? Sudo install. Install means it's a kind of option. What is a command? A command means, what is a command? apt-get. Forgot. Sudo apt-get install Docker. Okay, but we can install Docker. I'm going to install Docker in slave node. See, if I'm giving service, is it really? Tell me the command sudo mm, install Docker. It will not work because you are losing basics. I will tell you. You are saying install. Install is not a command. So how to check it out? Saying which install. What it's saying command what not found. Which, sorry, which now I have given what. It should be which. I'm giving which install. I'm not sure, man. Can you can also actually increase. You can zoom it out from your side because I'm not using the. I'm using this. Uh, I'm not using. Maybe I increase the font size, but if I increase, it will become every command I'm typing. It will be like reflecting two lines. So it is not a command. So usually the command is apt-get. It's a command. Okay, install is an option in the command. You are getting confused. So now what I'm going to do is, see, now we are in the slave node service. Okay, Docker status. What it is saying? Unit docker.service could not be found. Meaning is that Docker is not still installed, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to install the Docker in slave node using Ansible, using the Haddock command Ansible, and then I'm saying it should be in the group prod, or else I can give server one also. I'll give this time server one, and then module name is apt module, and then hyphen a options, and then what is the name of the package? Name equal to, what's the name of the package normal? Docker.io, and then state equal to present. I'm saying present means this package should be present. Where in server one? You can give the complete group name or else integer server name also, whichever is actually configured in the inventory. And then I'm saying hyphen b. Why I'm giving -b? Usually, when you are executing this command with Ubuntu user, you will give sudo, right? So I'm saying become as a root, and then I'm saying -k, ask for a root password. So Ansible server one -m apt is the module. So if you want to install in the slave nodes using Ansible doc command or else Ansible playbook, the module name is apt. You should remember this. You should not forget. So whatever playbook we are going to write in the future on the Haddock command, all these modules you should keep in mind. Randomly, I will test you peoples. Okay. So this it's very much needed. Okay. So apt is a module to install, and then -a it is an option. And then you are saying name of the packages docker.io, and then we are saying what is the state. It should be present. Got it? Hitting enter. It's asking for password. I will hit enter again. It will try to install. It will take some time because when we are installing Docker, how much time it's taking, right? Same time it will also take, and then it will give the output. Hmm? Got it? So whatever usually it will run, it is running, right, in the server. Now what I will do means, I will after this what usually we will do. Usually there is a chance that Docker service may be already running, right? Status. It is running here. You can see here, right? In the slave. I'm in slave, guys. Yeah, please be interactive. Then only I can know you are listening or not. Okay. It is running. So now what I will do means I'm going to stop the service. How to stop the service? To system? Yeah. But using and see one server means you can stop it. I can go to the slave and stop it. Let us assume I am having a Docker swarm where there is around 15 servers are there. Immediately you want to stop the service directly. It will take at least half an hour, right, to install all the server and to bring it down. But what I'm going to do means I'm going to shut down the service using Ansible. Ansible. I'm going to say the group as production and then what is a module to stop the service, all kind of service. If you want to do any kind of restart, reload, stop or start, the module name is service. Looking very easy, right, guys? Copy means copy module. Okay. To create a folder means file module. Just to install, usually to install any package you will use apt only. You are using apt module. For service means you will say systemctl or else you will use service command. So like to use it via Ansible, you are using service module. It's very easy actually. And then you are giving the name. What is the name? Docker. No, you can give only Docker because when you are using a service command, you will not say docker.io. No, that is a package name. You will say Docker only, right? So Docker, and then you are saying the state. What is the state? It should be in no stopped state. Usually in Ansible, you should not use start or stop. Not use in like in what to say singular terms. Start, stop, restart. It will not work like that. You should give it in a continuous tense. Started, stop, restarted, reloaded. Okay. And then this command definitely it needs a rule privilege. So I will give -b. Hit enter. It's asking for password. This will actually get completed in a short while. Stop. So if I go, if I will check for the service. Now I'm in the slave node. I'll check for the status. So it is inactive state, right? Now again I will go to the Ansible and I will say started. Got it? Hit enter. It will ask for password. I will say no password. It is getting started. I go there. I check for a status. See how it is doing seamlessly, right? If you are doing for 10 servers, imagine just like that you can complete. Okay. And finally, I have a doc command for you guys. Ansible all -m. So this will give the complete setup of Ansible. Okay, what you should do means after this, maybe I will discuss on that later. So it will show the complete setup. Okay, got it. And then I have one more command as well. Let us give this command. It will give a kind of exposure to you. See, wait, Control C, clear Ansible hyphen inventory hyphen list. Yo hyphen Y. I'm listing all the inventories. Looks like Ansible inventory is not found. I think we need to install it maybe. Let's say sudo apt hyphen get install Ansible hyphen. Usually it should be there. I don't know why it's not there. It is saying unable to locate package. Let us check whether the command is right. I am having this command with me. Uh, where it is? Let's check. Actually, what mistake we made before? And looking good only, right? It's looking similar only. No, no, Ansible I have given wrongly. In SI I have given a yes. That is a meaning. So it is saying, see, you can see the inventory now. It is saying all under the child is there. Under that you have production group. Production group you are having host. What is the host name is server one. What is the host name? What is the server one detail? It is saying these are the details. Okay. So so this is all about inventory and other stuff. We can stop actually to for today. We can stop here.